The jacket is quite a big deal for British actress Keira Knightley. She plays a modern woman, very different from her roles in Pirates of the Caribbean and King Arthur. And it's the first film in which she spouts a very convincing American accent. Talking Movies has been hearing from the engaging Keira Knightley. She's very young, but getting a lot of attention. Jackie, the woman she plays in the jacket, is self-destructive, on the verge of becoming an alcoholic.
Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
The outwardly breezy Keira Knightley is playing a woman in the midst of darkness.
I think that anybody tells you that they haven't been to those dark places is a liar. I think we all know what it's like, and so it was a fascinating process of actually, instead of running away from depression and loneliness, actually confronting it and looking at it as an emotion and trying to work out, how I could take from my own experiences and put it into this character. So, it was an incredible experience for me.
Was it hard to get the American accent right? Because you really do a pretty good job.
I had an amazing dialogue coach, really amazing, called Julie Adams, and we worked for about a month and a half before we started filming. And it was interesting because when I had an idea, of what the accent was like in my mouth and all the rest of it, but I always just tried to lay it on top of my own English voice, which just doesn't work. And it was fascinating kind of working with her, and the director wanted me to have a much lower, kind of huskier voice, so I worked with Julie to really lower my tone, to be a lot more breathy, and then to get this kind of Vermont accent. So it was hard the hardest thing was to lower my own voice.
In case you hadn't figured, it's Christmas Eve. You're never going to get a cab here.
Thanks.
You got somewhere you need to go?
Cynical people might say that the reason why you did this role and did an American accent was so you could get more work in Hollywood. Is there any truth to that?
I suppose there's an element of truth to it, yeah. Absolutely. If you can do an American accent as a British actor, then the likelihood is that at least more work will be open to you. The fact of the matter is that as an actor, what you want to do is change. I don't want to play the same character for my entire career. That would be supremely boring. I don't want to, and as a British actor in Hollywood, you get typecast very easily if you're lucky, but if you can possibly avoid being the kind of plucky British broad for your entire life, then I do want to do everything I can to fight against that and play as many different characters as possible.
Knightley is not a newcomer. She made her first feature film more than 10 years ago. Her 2003 role in Pirates of the Caribbean showed she could flourish in a Hollywood blockbuster. She also starred last year in King Arthur. The film foundered at the US box office, but her performance as Guinevere was alive, quite memorable. You are a really good actress, at least in my humble opinion, but quite a few people don't think you can act. Where does that view come from, do you think?
I don't know. I think it's fair enough. I haven't completely proved myself as an actress. I think you do Hollywood films or big budget kind of your Pirates of the Caribbean, King Arthur's. What they want is absolute perfection. It's a dream. It's a total dream. So therefore, the makeup is always perfect, the hair is always perfect, and in a way, what you are is a face and an unreal being, which is fair enough. And my God, I love going to the cinema and watching that and this total unreal world. But I think to actually prove yourself as an actress, you have to touch on a reality, and sometimes that's a harsh reality, and sometimes it's a fairy tale reality. But the whole point is to try and get everything, and as long as you get truth in what you do, in the scene that you do, then I don't think as an actor you can do more. You can't do more. All you have to do is keep seeking for the truth. Now, hopefully, I'm going to keep growing and keep getting better, because I'm never satisfied with what I do, and I think probably I'd agree with my harshest critics.
You are fairly new to the game as an actress. Do you find at times when you're on a film set or when you're milling around in film activities where there are a lot of people from the film business that you get intimidated in a way?
No, you can't. You can't get intimidated when you're on a film set, because you're there to do a job. Obviously there's a moment when you walk onto any set and you just go, oh, I'm going to die, I can't do this, why am I here, why am I here, why am I here? But you have to get over that pretty quick, and I think that actually the whole job of being an actress is to convey nerves into something more positive, into a performance, and that's what you do. But you can't let anything like nerves get in your way, because otherwise you're not going to do the best job that you can.
But do you ever screw it up?
All the time. I'm a human all the time.